Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'll be talking about a very commonly asked question. What I got at GCSE, but also what tips I have to help you guys do as well as you can in GCSE exams. I'll also make sure to talk about what sort of GCSEs are competitive. Because when you're applying to university, you want to make sure that you have a really good set of GCSEs that convince examiners that you are the candidate to choose. When I set my GCSEs a few years ago, I got 12 A stars and 1 A. Core subjects that I had to take at my school were math, English literature, English language, biology, chemistry, physics, and religion and philosophy. I also had to take French as a modern language of choice. The optional subjects that I chose were Spanish, geography, history, DT, and further mathematics. And further mathematics was an IGCSE. So in total I took 13 subjects. Now I got A stars in all subjects except one, history. And in history I missed my A star by 1 mark, and I believe when I did it, 1 mark was equivalent to a few UMS points. In this video I'll tell you how you can avoid making the same mistakes that I did. I understand that the GCSE system has changed. The grading has changed, but also the exam syllabi have changed slightly. The new system grading ranges from 9 to 1, 9 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. From what I understand, 8s and 9s are equivalent to A stars, with an 8 being a low A star and a 9 being a high A star. Now I know a lot of people say that GCSEs don't matter too much and that A levels are more important, and I was told the same when I set my GCSEs. What I noticed amongst a lot of people who did extremely well at GCSE was the attitude they had. They thought to themselves, I'm going to sit these GCSEs anyway, why can't I just achieve as many A stars as possible? Now it's this attitude that you also need to succeed in your GCSE examination. Getting all A stars at GCSE, on the contrary to what a lot of people say, is not unachievable. It is by all means achievable, and all it requires is a disciplined approach throughout your GCSE years. Now you need to remember that over 2 years you'll be studying for more than 10 subjects, and for all of these subjects you'll require unique subject knowledge, revision strategies, and exam technique. What's important is that you work out how much you really need to know for each subject, and to what extent you need to know these details. If you can work this out, getting top marks is within reach. When approaching your GCSEs, you need to remember that you won't ever know every single detail of every single subject. You need to realise that to get really good marks at GCSE, you need to prioritise. Learn the main things, the most important things of each subject. Here's a list of things that I suggest you do when you first sit down to start revising for your GCSEs, or if you just simply begin to revise for your exams now. Number 1, work out which subjects you enjoy, but also which subjects you're naturally good at. Next, GCSEs are spread over 2 years. In year 10, you need to make sure to familiarise yourself with each of the subjects, trying to understand how much you need to learn for each subject, but also how to approach revising for each subject. Now, it's really important that you try and work this out in year 10, whether this is at the beginning of year 10 or at the end of year 10. But when you finish year 10, you should have a decent idea of which subjects you're very good at and which subjects you need to work harder at. Now make sure to persevere. Don't give up on the subjects that you find really hard. Now, at the beginning of year 11, you have to make sure that you begin writing neat notes. I suggest begin writing neat notes for the subject that you really like, but also for the subjects that you find quite easy. Now, because you like these subjects, you won't really spend too much time writing the notes, because you'll be familiar with the content, but also you actually like it, so you'll want to actually spend time on it. Now, writing neat notes early on is very useful. When exam season comes, you'll be able to summarise these neatly written long notes into shorter revision notes. Now, after you write these neat notes, hopefully by Christmas, begin really focusing on the subjects that you find difficult. Make sure to not neglect these subjects. If you neglect the subjects that you find hard or that you don't like, it will be those subjects in which you'll get a B or a C in on exam results day. And you'll be gutted, and you'll think back to yourself and say, I wish I'd actually gritted my teeth and done a bit of work for that, because I could have got an A in that. Now, moving on to competitive GCSE grades. Even getting 1 A star at GCSE shows examiners and admission students at university that you're committed, that you're able to dedicate yourself to something and get a good grade. Now, it is those amongst you who apply the same principle and attitude to every one of the subjects you take at GCSE who will get the top marks. Every single one of you watching this video can apply yourself in that way. It just requires you to find how you work best, but also to find a way of disciplining yourself, to focus on all the subjects that you need to focus on, to improve as much as you can to get the best grades you can. Now, getting more than 6 A stars is pretty competitive for most UK courses. If you are looking to apply to top universities such as Oxford, Cambridge, London universities, but also very difficult courses, whether it's medicine, law, physics, you want to have as many A stars as possible. Having more A stars will be favourable for you and no one else. So get as many A stars as possible. Get 7, get 8, get more than 10. Try your best. Since GCSEs are a very good indicator of long-term commitment and work. You really want to do as well as you can. Because if you do well in A-levels as well, they show admissions tutors that you've managed to work hard for 4 years. And this shows nothing more than commitment, dedication and self-motivation. And it's these characteristics that will get you through a long degree. So to summarise this video, when you're preparing for your GCSEs and you want to get as many A stars as possible, you need to be ready to show the examiners what you're made of. You need to be ready to show that you can work consistently. You need to be able to prove yourself to yourself. If you have this approach, and if you continue having this discipline throughout your 2 years at GCSE, trust me, there'll be nothing holding you back. You're going to be spending 2 years doing your GCSEs. So why don't you try your hardest? You're going to be revising, you're going to be sitting at your desk for many hours to try and get those top grades. So when you're doing this, just try your best. Because once it's all over, after your GCSE exams, you'll have 2-3 months of nothing to do. You can relax, you can go out with friends, you can do whatever you want to do. But when you have this period to prove yourself, when you have this period to show admissions tutors, to show yourself that you can truly achieve what you thought was unachievable, then make use of that time. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you've got any comments, make sure to comment down below. If you found this video useful, give it a like. If you want to keep up to date, do subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.